Okay, hi. I wanted to show you a couple more things. Well, not a couple more, but I wanted to explain a little bit more what I was showing you at the end of the class and have an opportunity to just explain it a little bit more in detail, a little better, so that you can think about what you want to do with your piece as you continue to work on it, because you're just playing and practicing and seeing what materials and paint do. So one of the things is, and I went over these just so briefly, so this is just a little bit more of an explanation of how sometimes what I do with some of those abstract pieces, those collages. So this is an acrylic marker, and so I'm just going to use this as an example. You can draw out your design of what you want to draw, and there's no perfect image. I'm just gonna kind of draw an interesting person here. Okay, and then I guess I'll give him another arm, some fingers, and let's have their foot down. Okay, so I've got my person here, and what I've done is I've mixed a little bit of yellow and white. I sometimes like the way that those colors. And again, like with what you had, there's boxes here. So sometimes I like to follow the boxes. So like what I think I'll do is I'll make this box yellow. And I'm just kind of bringing out the little man that I drew. Okay. So then, I think I'll just go to that. Well, let's cover up that blue part too. Let's go to this line right here. So I like how it's sort of a thin color and it starts to show some of the pattern underneath. And then I think I'll do the same up here in a little boxed area, a little bit of yellow on the other side. Hopefully I don't keep you here too long and show you this, but you know, you can take your piece and find those really pretty pieces in it with the window, and you can make a window at home. I just had like you could get cardstock or even just regular paper, printer paper, and cut out a little window and start looking at your piece a little bit more and seeing those pretty spots and think about framing them. And if you wanted to keep playing, these are some of the options. I think I'll go right about to here, to this little guy's elbow here. And he's got a little bit of a funky hand. Okay. So, as you continue, you can add a little bit different colors to how you're going to block out the background. So I'm going to just do a little bit of blue. I'm going to grab some of that white there. And I'm going to go, I think, with this corner here. And the more, if I scrub it and get it thin, I'll see a little bit more of that background. And you can always scrape into it and make some designs. So my little guy's sort of starting to show up here. I'm going to just paint it a little bit quicker so you don't have to hang out with me too long without understanding a little bit more of what you can do. So that's one way to start to bring out this person. Let's go a little bit up here. Okay, so starting to come out here. So I would just kind of continue to do some of the same stuff with each side here. And you can see that my little person, or little man I guess it is, will be the colors that's underneath. And you can always keep going and add stencils to the sides. Let's do a square right here and that right here. So, let me do one more little corner here. Let's see how, remember if you mix that yellow and blue, you might get a little bit of mud. So I'm going to paint this out right here so you can start to see. Oops, well, I got a little bit of blue there, that's okay. Maybe a little extra yellow this time. And for the sake of finishing, that's my doggies barking again. And I got a little hand in here. And of course, if you get a small, oops, painted over his finger. Well, that's okay. He's got 3 fingers. Got 3 fingers on the other side and 3 fingers on this side. And I like to make that into a little bit of a box there. Okay, so you can kind of see my person. And if you wanted to bring it out a little bit more, you can add a little more color to the edges here. Same thing with the blue. Same thing with the yellow right here. Oh, and we got one more little leg here that we want to bring out here. It's got a funny butt, but that's okay. So that's kind of how you can start to pull out some images, and I'll turn it around here. And then you could continue to do this. You could do some more stenciling in here. Then you can draw out like a flower. I always say flowers. You could do a little more stenciling here on top, and then kind of isolate that again with a little bit of a different color. So those are some of the options that you have with your piece. I just think keep playing. Thank you so much for coming to the class. Thank you.